Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me again for math. Today is our weekly math review, okay? So I'm going to show you what you're supposed to do. I'm going to talk you through each question, and then you are going to hit pause on the video and try to do the weekly math review on your own. And I know you can do this. So let's get our math hats on, and let's check out our weekly math review. Okay. This is what our weekly math review looks like this week. And so the first box, we are going to represent the number using tens and ones. So remember, boys and girls, that's place values. So our 10 sticks and our circles for our ones. Here, we're going to compare numbers using these important symbols. We have the less than, we have the equal to, and the greater than symbol, okay? Write the missing number. Look at the math facts here. Find out what's missing and see if you notice what's the same. What do all these numbers right here, these equations, have in common? Here, we want to complete the pattern and show your work, okay? So look, it goes 2, 4, something, 8, 10, then something. So you have to fill in the missing numbers and tell us the rule, okay? And then we have something new that's on the back, and it's a story problem. It says, Mr. Phelps has 8 pennies. Mrs. Middleton has 3 fewer pennies than Mr. Phelps. How many pennies does Mrs. Middleton have? All right, you notice at the bottom I even have a number line here. Maybe you can use it. All right, hit pause and do your best work. You can do this. Okay, so if you are here on this screen, then you have finished up your weekly math review. And so now we are going to check our math review together. I'm going to go through the same problems and you are going to grade your own work and even make some changes if you have to, okay? So here we go. Represent the number using tens and ones. And so here we have the number 42. And if I put a T for tens, and then I want to represent my ones, then that tells me for tens how many 10 sticks I need. I need 4. So 10, 20, 30, 40, and then here's my ones place. I need 2 circles, 41, 42. Give yourself a star, boop, and kiss your brain. If your weekly math review for this problem looks like this, 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42. Here, comparing numbers using the less than, equal to, or greater than symbol. We have to remember that the hungry crocodile likes to eat the larger number, so his mouth is going to be open to the larger number. And here I have 33 and 18. I can look right here in the tens place. There's 3 tens, 33. 18 in the tens place, there's only a 110. So this tells me that 33 is greater than 18. And so there's my greater than symbol. Okay, so you will read this equation, 33 is greater than 18. Now let's look at this one. We have the number 4, and then we have 14. The number 4 is a single digit number, so it's only 4 ones. The number 14 is made out of 1 bundle of 10, so 1 10 stick and 4 extra ones. So I know that 14 is larger than 4. So when I draw my symbol, I know my crocodile is going to eat the 14. But we would read this problem like this. 4 is less than 14. Okay? Let's jump down here. Write the missing number. 6 plus something equals 10. So I have the number line here. I'm going to try it one way. I'm going to start at 6, and I'm going to count the number of jumps I do until I get to 10. So 6 to 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 jumps. So 6 plus 4 equals 10. Let's do the next one. 4 plus 6. Hmm, if 6 plus 4 equals 10, then I know that 4 plus 6 must equal 10 because it's the same numbers, they're just switched. Something minus 6 equals 4. If I'm not quite sure, I could look back up here, the same 3 numbers. Boys and girls, this is a fact family, 4, 6, and 10. So if we're doing minus the minus, we know that we must use the largest number, which is 10. So 10 minus 6 equals 4. And if I'm not quite sure, let's check out my number line here. I'm going to erase my marks. And I'm going to do 10, and I'm going to jump back 6. Because when you're subtracting, you want to go the opposite way where the numbers are getting smaller. So I'm going to start at 10 and jump back 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I got 4. Perfect. And so here, 10 minus something equals 6. And we know that it has to be 4 because it's part of a fact family, okay? If you remember, if I draw this triangle, the larger number goes at the top, and then the smaller ones go at the bottom. So that's a fact family triangle. 4 plus 6 equals 10, 6 plus 4 equals 10, 10 minus 6 equals 4, 10 minus 4 equals 6. All right, the next one. It says, complete the pattern. Show your work. And so I have the numbers 2, 4, something, 8, and then a 10. Let me get back my number line here. If I start at 2, okay, and then I want to get to 4, so 1, 2. That was 4, that was 2 jumps. So 2 plus 2 equals 4. So now I wonder what would come next. Well, let me check out this one. 8 to 10. Let me go to 8 on my number line. Excuse me, boys and girls. And then I'm going to jump until I get to 10. So here's 8, 9, 10. That was 2 jumps. So it looks like this pattern is going up by 2. So the rule would be plus 2. So now let's figure out what the missing numbers would be. 4 plus 2 is 6. Yep. 10 plus 2 is 12. We were counting by twos, and we practiced that this week. Let's count by twos together. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Woohoo! Here's a little extra challenge. What would come next? All right, let's flip it over. Let's look at this problem. Mr. Phelps has 8 pennies. Mrs. Middleton has 3 fewer pennies than Mr. Phelps. How many pennies does Mrs. Middleton have? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to circle my important math information. I'm going to take care of that. So we need to find out, Mr. Phelps has 8 pennies. That's very important. Mrs. Middleton has 3 fewer. We're going to put 3 fewer pennies. I'm going to do a math problem. I'm going to draw a picture and a math problem, actually. I'm going to draw 8 circles for my 8 pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice how neatly I drew my circles, boys and girls, and how I drew them in like a 10 frame, okay? So make sure when you are doing your math homework or any work for that matter, you want to make sure it's nice and neat. So take your time. Same thing with your handwriting. So when it comes to our picture, it needs to be really neat so we can see what we're doing. So 3 fewer, that tells me that I need to subtract. That word fewer means less. And so I need to get rid of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. That means Mrs. Middleton has 5 pennies. You know what? And I want to see if you guys can write your answer in a complete sentence. And you should be able to spell Mrs. Middleton correctly because it's right here. Mrs. Middleton has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pennies. Oh my goodness. Awesome. 5 pennies. Kiss your brain if you got 5 pennies and give yourself a star. And I forgot to have us give ourselves stars on the front. So if you have 33 is greater than 18, give yourself a star. If you have 4 is less than 14, give yourself a star. And here, if you have all the missing numbers completed, the fact family completed, give yourself 1 big star. And then here, a star for filling in the blanks, and a star for showing the rule. All right, boys and girls, good job. Awesome work. I'll see you soon. Bye.